Okay, we're alive. No one's there yet, so we can start talking smack before we know.
I don't think we are.
You will be.
Oh, we are. There
Can,
it is.
can you see and hear us?
I don't ever hear us because I turn it off so I
That
don't
makes sense.
get 42 different layers in my
The best part is we have
headphones.
no viewers yet, so we can talk smack
Wow.
about it if we want to.
Yeah, no, we have three viewers
Oh
at
no,
least.
already?
Yeah, yeah, and they're three problem children. There's a Ian McGiggity. There's a Charles Wright and a Jennifer Green and a Todd Bunn.
Oh,
Oh, they doubled it up.
Todd
That's
Bunn's actually awesome. He's awesome.
it's
Almost as awesome as Jennifer Green. I almost caught myself in trouble.
very knowledgeable and helpful person.
Yes, he is.
I sent him a question about something once, and he got right back to me with oodles of knowledge.
Okay, hold on 1 second here so we get the comments on there so people afterwards can see. And
Ian does count as two.
that's true. He does.
That's what happens when you stack leprechauns too high. You get an Ian McGarty. Twice the trouble. No pot of gold, though. That was disappointing. What are you doing, Zach?
I'm setting up right there. Now you'll see it. All right. So when comments come, I can actually see them. Then we'll put them out a whole step away.
You don't need to see him.
No, I do because I don't trust you.
That,
so,
that was the smartest thing you've said in a long time. Oh my God.
we got a volume low. I got a volume low
My
notice. I'll fix that right now.
my legal counsel has appeared.
Oh no, who's that?
That would be Alex Scammer.
Oh, hey, he's the best legal counsel there is.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so that should fix some of the volume there. So,
Okay.
oh, is here. Oh, that's right. Off camera is here. We can't start. Thank you, Chuck.
Yes. Thank you
um,
for
I busted out my super awesome only Hawaiian shirt I own, just for the fact that I leave for GaryCon before most of you, and
so fancy.
I actually leave on Saturday because I have to go see Mike Ballato. Oh yeah, you think it's great? You got to hang out with Mike Ballato that many days.
Hey, I am making sort of an appearance at Gary Con. I'm in a virtual game.
A virtual game with who?
The Blackwood Society is doing virtual tabletop for Gary Con, and I got a seat in one of their games.
That's awesome, actually. So, is that's who? That's Casey Rift. Is that
That is Casey Rift, who does Cobalt Con,
right on?
which I'm actually going to as well.
Well, let's talk about cons. So that's what we're going to talk about here first, and then we're going to get to this because I want Tom Tellis to see this if he gets
Yeah,
on.
let's start the con.
No, but Zach and Mike
No,
and Mary
start
Vegetable
start
Site.
with start with Gary Con.
Okay,
Let's
so
talk
anyway,
about Gary Con.
Skeeter and I have a long list of cons we go to, and although ex-con is a good way to consider Skeeter, that's in a different context. But no, uh, we have been to many cons, or going to many cons, and we want to talk about the ones that we like. We want to talk about the ones that were coming up this year, and we want to talk mostly about the cons that that we don't like. No, I'm just kidding. Um,
Well, the bad thing is people are so fucking sensitive right now, and everybody wants to be boycotty, and everybody's hair's up, and everybody's hassled. I think the large thing that's been missing is this is a game convention. You are supposed to go here, play games with people you don't get to see, and have fun. Think somewhere around that something has been lost. And yeah, I know some nefarious shit goes on at these conventions, and we're working on it, but this isn't like some hate rally. I mean, these are game conventions. You're wearing a Hawaiian shirt for shit's sake.
and this is the first time I worn it. This was made at GaryCon, as you can see. Ooh,
Yeah,
it's all over me. It's like scratch it.
you
no,
know,
no, it's relaxing. It's fun. GaryCon was the very first convention I ever went to in 2012, and they've always been good to me. I've had a great time. They're part of the reason I'm doing the stuff with the frogs and all the gaming stuff I've done. And I actually met Luke Gygax in 2012, and my first reaction was, "Oh my God, it's Melt the Elf," which I think is probably common. At the time, I thought it was clever. Now I think it's just common.
So a couple of years ago, when we went to GaryCon together, and we had a booth, and we set up the booth
It was just
and
us.
and everything. It was just me and
Oh,
you.
and Marshall.
Yeah, yeah. But so we were the frogs in charge, hanging out, set up the booth. Luke went through the whole vendor hall, came over, introduced himself to me, used my name, and talked to you and asked if there was anything we needed, asked if we could donate something to the auction. And I will never forget the fact that Luke Gygax, who's been this weird boyhood hero of mine forever, knew who I was and came up. He was running. Uh, he was running the show. He very tightly run show. I had to go at one point and ask him something, and he was talking to some other people, and he called somebody a cocksucker. I thought that was the greatest thing ever.
Well, it's those kind of things that impress you most.
It is.
No, they've been great.
He's an authentic person and a good dude. And I don't say that about a lot of people because a lot of people are pieces of shit. But that is a good dude, and GaryCon is a great convention for the reason it was started.
No, it absolutely is, and I think that it's a place to see a lot of people you don't see anywhere else. Like I don't know if Mike Carr goes to a lot of conventions, and you just can guarantee you've seen the people like some of the special guests that you don't ever see, and so I think that's really cool, and they've done a great job. I went there first when they were at the lodge at Geneva, or the lodge at Lake Geneva, and they moved to the Geneva Ridge, the Grand Geneva, which is huge and really cool.
Yeah, it's a bit excessive.
It is. No,
Because
but
if you have to go out on one of the wings to a room and then come back to the main lodge, good lord,
yeah,
get some string. That is like actually adventuring.
it's hardcore.
I mean,
Man.
that's Rappahathic right there.
No, it's totally true. So after that, after GaryCon, you're going to CobolCon, and I know that I just got off the text message chat with Casey Rift about the frogs are going to sponsor the soda glasses with
Yeah,
a logo. And that's
yeah, it's going to be awesome. It's in Colorado Springs. It's a short convention, Friday, Saturday, Sunday morning. I'm flying in Friday morning, leaving Sunday afternoon. So it's perfect for me. I don't have to miss work. It's relatively local. It's an up and coming convention. Um, it's great. I have found out that some of the special guests that are going to be there is going to be a very interesting weekend.
like, for example.
Some of the special guests include Stephen Randy McFarland,
Oh, my favorite Paizo guy.
Another special guest is Rob Schwalb of
Okay.
what is
Lots
it?
of
Shadows
stuff.
of the Demon Lord.
Yeah.
That's his game system, and just a reprobate, just
He's
terrible,
perfect for you.
terrible, wonderful person. Brian Berg is going to be there
Okay, now we're approaching the
with
level
Teal
of
Park Kill Games.
yeah, Brian Berg. That man
Yeah.
is actually really awesome.
It's gonna be a really good time. Those guys are really fun when they can just relax and enjoy gaming. So I'm really looking forward to this weekend, or not this weekend.
The
That
CobolCon.
weekend. That is in April.
Yep, the same weekend actually that we're going to the Frogs are going to go to the Red River Con in Shreveport, Louisiana. We go there because there's Cajun food. No, no, honestly, they run a small con. And it's one of the small ones I've been to, but it was a good time. Didn't get to play anything unfortunately when I was there because Toma Horrors was coming out, and Chuck Wright was a really horrible person to making me work really hard, and I had to get the layout to him, and he was just bad. That's all I can tell you. He was a bad man. He's in the chat, but I actually spent a lot of time working on layout, but Mike was there with Rob Battleauto, and we ran a booth, and everybody was really friendly. They were all excited. We were the only publisher that was there, but it was just, it was the kind of like, it was like gaming at a weekend in high school with like 30 people you knew in a
Yeah.
basement. It was really cool and a lot of fun. So we'll be there. Following that, I'm going to Einflod only because I want to attend. Bill's going to be there, Webb, and he's going to have some World War II miniatures, but mostly I'm going because Alyssa's there and Jack Cole's there.
I
Jack,
may be there.
yeah.
I made now last year I came down there and I brought a special guest. And I will have to see if that special guest wants to drive down again, and we'll see if I can make that happen.
No, that's a good time. That's the weekend before. That's a week and a half before our next con.
North Texas.
Yeah, and almost everybody I think in chat's been there, but that's one of our, that's where Frog God goes, and they have their company meeting. But and everybody that we are attached to us that has been with us for a while usually shows up. A lot of them are people that deserve the recognition, like Jerry Baker, who works really hard and gets almost no recognition from a lot of people. But he's the guy who goes to the comments and finds the various things like that. So people like Jerry that we don't see often. Nosferatu, he goes to a lot of cons, but that's one that he goes to with his lovely wife.
Well, you can only see Nosferatu at night. He doesn't exist during the day.
In Las Vegas, apparently, too, I hear.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
he disperses into a cloud of bats.
And then, but North Texas, Mike Battleauto and Doug Rea run a con that's really unique. It's got tons of old school people.
That is the most polite way to say that I've ever heard.
I know, but it's a lot of fun. The Saturday night auction is the highlight of my gaming year, just because it's hysterical. Mostly because we pick on people that we like Alex Gammer.
And this year, I am going to be running 2 group games for my module, Crypt of the Science Wizard.
Oh, yeah.
I had a couple of pledgers drop a significant coin in support of my book. So I'm going to be running 2 sessions of that specifically for them and their closest friends or people who bid the highest. I don't know how it's going to work out, but I guarantee it's going to be a goddamn riot.
Yeah, well, I can assure you it will, because I was playing Call of Cthulhu with Skeeter on Friday. Was it Friday or Saturday? Saturday night last weekend at TotalCon, and he killed Canada. I just want you all to know he killed the country, the most polite country on the planet. He went there on purpose to go kill them all in the game, and he should be ashamed, but he's not.
I gotta be me. Canada is the hat of the United States.
And I guess the U.S. is
I have no ill will towards Canada, nor to any of the Canadian people. They are a lovely people, and I assume they all are just like Ryan Reynolds. And if they're not, I'm disappointed, and they will die.
One thing I do want to add about North Texas Con is that it's the only con we let Chuck Wright go to. So if you're a fan of layout, you can see him there, because I see him complaining in the comments. And so, okay, he's also complaining about Canadians too. Look at him. He's so sensitive. No, anyway, so all the frogs are there.
At North Texas, wait a minute, we have one more thing at North Texas.
The Saturday night auction, that one?
No. My company, SGP, is co-sponsoring a room.
Oh gosh, with those other broker baits?
Ian McGarty and Rocky Gardner and Jake McEwen.
Spoon, man. Spoon's the best of those guys.
Big Spoon. By the way. Yeah, we're getting our own room. And
not hotel room, they mean gaming room.
Yeah, gaming room, conference room. So if you've been to North Texas and you go to the check-in and you walk down the long hallway to get to the other rooms, we're off to the left. And we may grab you and drag you into our room and force you to game with us.
No, it's awesome. I think they have about
Without
7.
any connotations of assault or anything.
No,
I must clarify that, because fucking people going ape shit. So
that's the spirit.
Yeah.
No, North Texas is great. That's like, for instance, the Bunnies of Earls game will be there, and I know that Dr. Sister's there, and he doesn't really go to any other cons. And there are just other people that you don't see anywhere else that make it a lot of fun. And there's a Saturday night option that the less said of is probably the better. After that, we both have another con we go to in July. You know what that one is? Remember?
That is Crit Hit.
And we love that one, even though it's 9,000 degrees. I'm from Arizona, so I'm used to it. But poor Skeeter, it's sunburned his head.
It is Jesus Christ hot.
It's in Phoenix, Arizona. It's the July 4th weekend, so on the 5th through the 7th.
It is horrible, but it's one of those conventions where when you get there, everybody, Jim Miller,
He's awesome.
his wife, and their friends put on a convention because they love gaming.
They do.
And you get there, and it's fun. It's great. It's a very warm and inviting convention. I mean, I dropped in basically randomly, and they allowed me to have a badge, and my name on my badge was Rando Calrissian. I thought that was fantastic. It was fan voted name. They gave me shit as much as I gave it to them, and it was just fun. It was great con.
I heard they added some weird special guests though.
Yeah, I mean they can find the best special guests from a local alleys. Zach is a special guest.
That's not what I was talking about.
As far as I know, I get to be a special guest. So, guest at Crit Hit Con and a guest at Kobold Con. So these little cons,
they're awesome. Gen Con, I've never actually
They're
attended, and I don't think I would go now, just because it's so big and there's so many people. And the people that I meet at little cons, I have time to talk to and get to know and play games with people that I will see again. Ian McGarty says if his wife's away, he might be able to swing Crit Hit Con, but I'll need to hold an umbrella. I will, because he'll actually like explode like a vampire in the middle of the day because he's a leprechaun.
Yeah, no shit, you'll die.
No, it's hardcore, man.
It's bad. I'm not even kidding you.
You'll be at Crit Hit, Chuck. My wife says that she will hold the umbrella over Ian. Ian, if you trust that, you're dumber than I think.
Yeah, that umbrella is full of knives.
So anyway, Crit Hit's great. It's got a really great community. They kind of do it a little differently with the games and special guests because they get you a suite. And the front part of the suite's where you have the game. And so you play in a game, and there's not games all around you really loud. And so it really makes for a lot more fun if you're going to pick a game with special guests. You're going to play a game that is, it's a lot more, the word intimate is a terrible way to put it, but it is. It's a lot closer. You can actually be friendly and be like you're playing in your own house.
Well, the word I was going to use is cozy, and that's not any less of a Me Too moment for anybody.
But it's all done really well.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
it's a lot of fun. It's great.
Tom Knaus Ferratu, says that sunlight and heat would make him toast.
Yeah,
that means
Tom
we're therefore inviting Tom officially to Crit Hit Con.
Yeah. Tom and Ian may not even be able to make it in Arizona.
They would. I believe in them.
I think they should both come.
I do.
That would be great. That would be a lot of fun.
We have that con, and then I'm going after that to Reaper Con in Denton, Texas in August, because Texas in August and June and then Arizona in July are the greatest time to go to cons like that. But I found out that Maine, Boston, and soon to be Lake Geneva, was not going to be any higher than 25 degrees while I'm there, are great places to go to. Cons basically guarantee bad weather.
Zach is a lizard person. I'm sure of it at this point. So on to our next subject. We are done with cons. We're going to.
We didn't mention Gamehole Con. I can't believe that.
What?
Gamehole Con. You didn't mention Gamehole?
Everybody knows we go to Gamehole Con because that's the best con of November.
It's the best con in the fall for sure because honestly, it's run.
This one is going to start in October though.
Yeah, it's on Halloween, which could be awesome. But it's run like a military maneuver, except the military is nowhere near as organized as Alex Cameron.
Yeah, no, Gamehole Con is hands down the most organized, well-run con I have ever been to. It's great. Um, we know the people running the con, but if something happens and you need to get an authority figure to ask a question,
They're all
have
over
a
it.
security issue, anything, they are on it immediately. Josh and Royce and Andrew and what's his name? Oh, Alex.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah,
him. Yeah.
yeah. And everybody else behind the scenes, just fantastic, top shelf people. Um, it's great.
No, it's good
Yes,
stuff.
Ian, they are thoughtless.
No clocks or
There's a
windows.
joke in there, so
I know. I
don't
know.
just take it the way I said it. So we're done with that one.
Yep.
Talk about the con we just came from.
Oh, TotalCon?
Yes.
Oh man, TotalCon was great. It was in Boston. It was a little cold, but we had a
It,
great time.
it was
The
not. It was not in Boston.
okay, Marlboro. Excuse me. It was outside of Boston. It was
Yes.
this is the airport I landed at. That's how I gauged it. No, it was great. The people there were super friendly. I met a lot of people I really liked. I'm looking forward to seeing again next year that I didn't know at all. Um, there were some, so all the people that I see at all cons I like to hang out with were there, but especially Rocky's wife was there and Ian's wife were there, and they were nice people. They were way nicer than their actual spouses, so it was awesome.
Um, Everybody running the convention was great. Um, I had a ton of fun. Saturday night, me and the Gardners and the McGardys went and saw Rocky Horror Picture Show with additional shadow actors. And it started off, these four people were doing this dance, and I texted Ian and I said, holy shit, do we need to flee? Because I was not down with the very beginning. But as soon as the movie started, it was an absolute blast. It was great. It was a lot of fun. That was after the Call of Cthulhu game where I killed Canada. I ran 3 playtests of my module that went very well. I got to play in a game with Tim DeShane, who's one of those guys who seems like he knows everything about every game system that is out there. We were doing Astonishing Swordsmen and Sorcerers of Hyperborea. And by the way, Jeff Talanian, can you shorten that goddamn name? Holy
Ash.
smokes.
Hey,
Ash.
hey, it's Lance. It's Lance. Hey, Lance.
Oh, man.
All
That's
right.
the board game guru right there.
That's right. Anyway, so no, it was a great time. I played Call of Cthulhu with Skeeter, and that was awesome. And we had a booth. I had lobster. That was cool. No, but the people were the best part. I mean, everybody down to the cupcake ladies that were selling down the hall. They were my favorite.
Those
Everybody
were
was my
so
favorite.
good.
I know, it was awesome. So, Skeeter, you want to talk a little
Yes.
about Mass of Nyarlathotep?
Narlathotep?
Lathotep, that's how you say it.
That is how you say it. First of all, we have a go back. The Call of Cthulhu game that Zach and I were in was run by Edwin Nagy.
Mm-hmm.
I was in another Call of Cthulhu game that was less than awesome, and I don't normally throw somebody under the bus like that, but that fucking game sucked. I am sorry. I will burn that bridge. That sucked. Anyway, Masks of Nyarlathotep, one of, if not the arguably greatest adventure paths ever written. Zach, please.
I'm going to open it up here. I don't know much about it.
You're not gonna open that. That's shrink wrap. Right?
No, it's not.
Or is that just bagged?
No, actually, I bought this from probably the most important collector that I know. He was at he works at Games Plus now in the Chicago area. He sold me this copy that is almost brand new looking, but it's not brand. It isn't brand new. It's very fine plus, I believe, as he put it. And I trust his rankings.
I'm not gonna lie. When you open that, I got pain in my left arm. It's like I'm gonna have a heart attack.
No, but it wasn't shrink wrapped.
Oh my god, that was horrible. Hey, So here's another shout out before we do that. Matt Roberts gave me a ride back to the airport when we were at TotalCon. In addition to braving the Boston hellacious traffic, which could be its own adventure path,
Yes.
I got to ride with Alan Hammock.
Oh man, yeah, that's awesome.
What did we do? We talked football the whole time. Hell yeah.
I'm glad I wasn't there.
I couldn't pay for a ride like that.
I bet.
It's fucking fantastic.
So we have in here, Skeeter, what's in the box.
Yes.
So we got what's in the box. So
there is so much in that box.
well, you got campaign booklets for New York, London, Cairo, Kenya, and Shanghai. There's a summary of important leads and places in the narrative. You got handouts. You got more handouts. You have the introduction, and you have apparently that. What is that, Skeeter? That is matches?
That is a matchbox.
Are there matches in them?
Should be.
Yes, there are.
Yeah.
Awesome. I love handouts and stuff. Become a real sucker for that. Chaos is the best.
Keep this going.
All right.
Keep this going.
Uh-oh. Oh no. Got a catalog. Love catalogs, especially old catalogs. In here we got stuff I wish I could still buy for the price. You could get Stormbringer for $20. Uh-oh. He's back.
What?
No, you see the prices on here? Stormbringer Companion $10. Ringworld for $25. I paid $100 for that.
Oh yeah, you did.
I paid $100 for this. ElfQuest $20. Wow, that was like a pretty good price. Now I know. Here's the part that gets me as a publishing type person. That $20 in dollars today is like $80 or $100, and people
like
complain when the box sets are still $40. We're all a bunch of complaining nerds.
It was just the way it is, man.
Yeah.
People always got a bitch.
So here we go, New York. Look, it's Tenkar's house.
Yeah.
No. So these are each of the information packs. Looks like. Tell me give a quick run through of what this is about, Skeeter.
Oh my God. So this is an adventure where you have to go around the world. And it's the cult of the Bloody Tongue from they worship Nyarlathotep. You have to go from, I think it's New York to London to Egypt.
Yep, Cairo.
To, I don't remember.
Kenya.
You end up in Kenya, but I think you go to Shanghai before you go to Kenya.
Yeah,
Kenya,
chapter 5
I think,
is Shanghai.
The last one.
Chapter 5.
Is it?
Yep, I think that's only because it tells me right there. So, here's the best part. Who do we know in
Maybe
London?
I did it out of order.
No, I got one. Chapter 2, London. Chapter 3. There's one New York. Chapter 2 is London. Chapter 3 is Cairo. Chapter 4 would be Kenya. Chapter 5 would be Shanghai.
Yeah. Yep. No, I haven't made it to Shanghai. I always get killed in either Cairo or Kenya.
Killed or insane or both?
Killed.
Awesome.
It's me.
Yeah.
Somebody doesn't put up with my shit.
I absolutely have. It's only been a few years since I never owned any Chaosman back in the day. But now that I actually have been collecting and buying it, I absolutely love their stuff. I just think it's great.
Oh, yeah.
I love the layout of it. I love the art. It's very evocative of the time. I find I don't know how anybody gets through this stuff without going insane. After playing Call of Cthulhu with you, I know I've never make it through one adventure.
So these adventures go for years. There's a couple of Facebook and online like people post about their games, and they go on forever. And this has been redone through several different rule sets of Call of Cthulhu. And recently, with the 7th edition, they decided to go full out.
Ooh, a prop set. Oh, I think I saw Alyssa post about that.
It's huge, and it is fully packed. I'm thinking about bringing it to Texas.
Ooh, we could do that every Texas for the next 20 years.
Yeah, I would have to hand this down to somebody to run it.
No, there is. I'm getting there. I've got a notice from my wife that Bill Meinhardt's telling me there's more in the box, and I'm getting there.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's a lot.
Oh yeah, we got that. Things you know about
There is a Facebook group, the Friends of Jackson Elias.
Here's the
That is
handouts one.
It is the Call of Cthulhu group, or it's a podcast. Edwin would know.
Edwin knows all this stuff. Edwin knows everything about 5e and tons about Call of Cthulhu and maybe more. This is cool. I absolutely love this stuff. This is all the handouts and little bits you can designed to be cut out that I will never do. I bet Bill Meinhardt though has cut out each and every one in his copy.
They have PDFs of that. They're scanned copies, so you can use them.
I bet.
Yeah, it's.
If I had scissors, I'd hold them here and do this, and then see what happens to the people on the chat. I'm just kidding. I'm only kidding, Bill. You sold me this great copy. I would never hurt it.
Yeah, I would stab you.
Yeah, I know, and my wife will do it for you.
Stab you.
This one?
I'll hire your wife to hurt you, but then I will come and stab you.
And then we got the introduction part, telling you what to do for the people. And I got the Chaosium card.
It's a very intricate story that has 100 opportunities for you to go off the rails and just do something not part of the story, but it's great. It is one of those times when an excellent story was captured and put on paper, and that is why it is famous.
I'm putting it back in order because I know that there'll be people watching that will bother if I don't.
Yes, Southwest Gen, someone did say stab, and if Zach gets out of line, you're going to need to proxy.
And there we go. That, sir, is the box that I got of Massive Nalahota. And so very happy. This is the first time I've opened it since I got it from Mr. Meinhardt at Games Plus, and I got a bunch of stuff that day, but this was one of my favorites. The box is really good.
Perfect timing. Tom Tullis just came in, and now we're done with Massive Nyarlathotep.
Oh, this one? This really great copy of Massive Nyarlathotep?
Yeah.
Well, hi, Tom. I just want to let you know that my wife will probably give this to you when I die.
Yeah, just looking at that might be a tattoo at some point.
Ooh.
That whole Nyarlathotep, arms out.
Agree.
Yeah, that's bitchin'.
Well, Skeeter Green, I think that we can call this one a success. We had lots of fun people with us. We talked about some cons. We talked about some Cthulhu. We talked about some cupcakes. We actually talked about all of it.
Those were really good cupcakes.
They were, honestly, I wish I had the picture up here. They had a Cthulhu cupcake with the little wings. Yep. Everything was edible. They had a Serenity cupcake with the actual Firefly ship. They had.
I had that one too, and I ate that ship.
No, so did I. They had a Vader one. They had a BB-8 cake pop. They had it all. I have talked enough about food now. Okay, so I will see everybody that's going to GaryCon next week. I leave here Saturday, and so if you email me, I'm sorry. I'm already 1,000 behind.
I miss you guys already.
Well, yeah, he won't be there. It'll be a shame, but Mike Batalotta will sleep better.
I will be there virtual. I'm in a game on Friday.
And those of you who are looking for Skeeter Green in person, he'll be at CobolCon, and I'll be at Red River Con, and that was all the list. Thank you, everybody. This is always a lot of fun to do, and I hope you have had a good time, and all the best. Oh, yeah, Uncle Matt's D&D studio.
God damn it,
yeah.
Zach.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get this bigger here. We always forget this, but Matt Finch, who he lets use his channel and use his good name and use his resources. You can support Uncle Matt's by joining the page on Facebook. You can also go to www.patreon.com/Uncle Matt and let Uncle Matt have $1 or so to let you know that you like to have this kind of entertainment. I don't know if Matt actually goes to MeWe anymore, but if there are people there talking, I appreciate your guys' support. His YouTube channel is where it's at for all of the actual serious content and good live games. All right.
Even if you don't support the Patreon, please like his videos. That makes a huge difference.
It does.
Or some kind of metric I don't understand nor give a shit about.
Right on. All right, everybody. Thanks a lot.